All right, and we can see clearly where the Israelite doctrine comes from, because the first 7 chapters of this book of Genesis has a similitude. The first 7 actually.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Has a similitude to what the ancient Sumerians taught by way of the Enuma Elish and the epics of Gilgamesh. And I don't know if y'all like to deal with carbon dating, but when you carbon date their tablets,
where did carbon dating come from?
White man.
Came from the white man.
So we don't have to.
Yeah, but we never said that scientific different.
okay, now this is what I'm going to ask.
The ham definition.
If carbon dating is inaccurate, what makes carbon dating inaccurate? What is the science of carbon dating? Because if you don't know the science of carbon dating, how can you be so sure?
I don't know, but I don't have to accept it. If somebody said,
you don't have to accept it.
I don't have to accept it.
Now that's just being real. I won't argue it no more, because he don't want to accept it.
Yeah, because it's inaccurate. Because who pushes that information primarily?
Hey, you know what? Let's
scholars and people that want to know push the information.
Okay, primarily so-called.
Are you saying there's no blacks involved in carbon dating?
There are. But
we have to run most of the businesses that this world uses.
Excuse me. This whole educational system that was set up by who? Here in America, primarily.
It was set up by white folk and grafted out of black people's culture.
Who is the devil?
So they didn't come up with all this information.
What's black people's culture?
Let me stop. Let me show you something.
What is black people's culture?
Astronomy is black people's culture. And astrology.
We agree with that. It's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures.
Now I'm going to show you something. Y'all want to knock carbon dating, but y'all do know that the Sumerians were aware of the alignment of the planets, the position of the planets. It's on their tablets where you can clearly see that those people knew the position of the stars. How did they know that? Was they looking with their own eyes, or did they have the technology? So what I'm saying is this: if we could go to the doggone tribe, and we know that they knew Sirius B, Digitaria, Botolo, and scientists just recently found out that the information that the doggones have been presenting to mankind is all wise, right, and exactly as it relates to the stars. How did they have that technology to do that? So what I'm saying is this: we looking at carbon dating, and we lacking to realize that, first of all, if the white man seems to be the one that spearheads carbon dating, he is not the one that authenticated carbon dating, nor is that where carbon dating has its inception. So what I'm saying is, if we don't understand the science or the process in which carbon dating takes place, how could you be so sure to nullify it? I understand you say you don't want to accept it.
We don't accept it.
And it's okay if you don't want to accept it, but then you might not be accepting the truth because you haven't even taken the time out to explore it in the first place.
Right?
Yes.
They found artifacts where half of it will say 6 million years, and the other half will say 300 years.
You got carbon dating, I think 14.
Don't tell me, because I've seen it.
Yep.
You find
and what they do is they estimate.
Yeah, exactly.
Half might be
cases. That was in certain cases.
But it's an estimate, man. We don't have to accept it.
Carbon dating
is not
it's not the Bible.
There's different brands of carbon dating. I'm gonna show you the most.
The point that
I'm gonna show you the most.
No, I hear you. But this is what I can't get my head around.
Go ahead, brother.
How can you have an artifact where half of it, this is the same artifact,
but 1/3 of it will be one day,
is 6
another
million years, another part is 300 years. That is bullshit, man.
I'll give you an answer.
That is bullshit.
Well, the first thing you can do is name the artifact that this happened to, and the second thing you can do is tell me if 2 people did it, or one person. Did one person come up with 2 ideas, or did 2 people come up?
To be honest, I don't remember the name of the artifact, but what I do remember is I'm not trying to convince you.
I know
am telling you what I have seen.
It's just irrelevant at this point.
I am telling you what I have seen. I have seen where they date an artifact where half of it is 6 million or whatever years,
I'm gonna show you
and
something.
the other half is
I'm gonna ask you something.
a different number.
I'm gonna ask you something.
So that lets me know it's BS.
I'm gonna ask you something. I understand.
Now that's you.
We have to also consider who did it. If it was the same person that did it twice and came up with that, then I can understand your gripe. But if it was 2 different people, okay, now we would have to ask what methodology they employed, because therefore that might be the reason why there's a wrong answer. That's what I'm telling you. But we're gonna move on because we don't know exactly what we're talking about anyway. So now what I'm saying is,
I got a question. Hold up.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is real quick on the comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
If we got a tree, right? I'm gonna do this on the most primitive scale. If we got a tree, how do we find out how old the tree is? I know somebody in here knows.
Oh, by the rings.
By the rings.
And the tree.
Yes.
So you see, nature provides a way for us a long time. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't need to knock. Exactly. So what I'm saying is that's the primitive part, not primitive, but that's one echelon of the information. When you go into carbon dating, they're basically using that same information.
Carbon dating
But
is
it
chemical.
transcends.
But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I don't have to accept it.
I understand.
I don't have to accept it. Let me ask you something. Hold on. Let me ask you something. The so-called hieroglyphs that they found in so-called Egypt, like
Why he say so-called? Those are real metuneta. No, you're right. So-called, but it is the metuneta.
That's right.
Okay, good. Can you read them?
Can I read the metuneta?
Yeah.
Not all of it, bro.
Can you read any of them?
I can read some of it.
Okay. Who did you learn it from?
I learned from Dr. York initially, and then I also learned.
Where did he learn it from?
Abu Bakr.
Where did he learn it from?
Where did Dr. York learn it from?
Yeah.
I have not.
You're not sure. You're not sure.
He learned it from.
Okay. Who broke down the symbols on the hieroglyphs? Who broke it down?
What do you mean by that?
Who broke it down? It happened, I believe, in 1800s.
Broke the code.
In other words, who broke the code of the
Who broke the code down? Who broke it down?
In other words, to be able to
It was a
decipher.
white man. It was a white man.
A white man.
A white man.
We're going to credit for breaking down the code.
He did it. Yes.
Okay. No, I know what you're saying. A white man has been accredited for breaking down the hieroglyphs. He certainly couldn't be the first one to understand it. Is that what you're saying? I'm pretty sure the people that came up with it.
Dr. York, whoever he learned it from, it eventually went back to this one white man.
Right.
So the only person, so the only person on the planet Earth that brought the information of the hieroglyphics to us was a Frenchman.
They had many scholars.
Okay,
but he was the one that broke. He was the one that broke the code.
So you're saying
his name is Jean Francis.
No problem.
Champion.
No problem. So you're saying that everybody that learned the hieroglyphic had to learn by way of this Frenchman? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because he taught other people, and other people taught, and other people and other people taught them. All right, and it came down. Like, let's go to Dr. Ben Yayakim. But Dr. Ben Yayakim, where did he learn his so-called, I'm going to use so-called Africanism, Egyptology, Kemet? Where did he learn that from?
So-called white man.
He wanted to go to Columbia University. And they didn't accept him. Then he wound up going to the University of Havana, where he learned so-called African studies.
Does Dr. Ben get any credit of his own for coming up to his own realizations after study?
No. He had to learn from a white man.
Let me show you something.
He had to learn from a white man.
Let me show you something. Anyone can learn from anybody. But I'm going to show you something. There's a difference between smart and intelligent. Let me walk with you.
Okay. Anybody
can learn.
He can take it to
everybody got you. Anybody can learn.
The point of the matter is, he learned it from a white man. He wanted to go to Columbia University. Look it up.
That's not a problem.
And they didn't accept him. And they accepted him into Havana University.
That's Dr. Ben's path. What's the problem?
Okay, that means he learned it from the white man.
Okay, so now let me ask you a question.
The white man could have been lying.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you a simple question.
Go ahead.
Okay, since this is the premise, let me ask you this question.
We all are.
Were we not given the Bible during slavery by the slave master?
We were talking about that all day today.
No, it's just a question. Answer the question. We were not given the Bible.
No.
So the white man can read. We were stripped of our language, and we just suddenly started reading the Bible.
They had laws. They had laws where if a slave was found reading the Bible,
okay, let me do it this way.
Did you see the movie 12 Years a Slave?
I'm faster than that. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Did the white man at some point teach black people here in America how to read?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so let's do it like this. So we're going to discredit the scholars for where they went to learn. Well, now we can't discredit y'all because y'all are also an offspring of learning from white people some form of fashion. See, the logic don't make sense.
Because that makes sense.
The logic don't make sense. Should I discredit what you know about the Hebrew Israelites?
Wait a minute. When you go back, let's go back to Dr. Ben.
Okay, no
problem.
Whatever
he got, received an education from not Columbia, but Havana, the University of Havana, dealing with Egyptology, African studies, Kemet. He got all of that from the white man.
That's not true.
Nah, he
How did he break it down? How did he go? Did he go to Egypt? No, wait a minute.
Teachers though.
Where did he learn it from?
Right?
Go right back to the white man. And let him read.
We got to the Israelite doctrine.
We got to read the scriptures. Listen. The white man taught us how to read English in school, right? I'm not knocking that, right? Did the white man break the scriptures down to us?
Hell no.
Hell no.
What is he teaching?
We broke the scriptures down. All right? We broke the scriptures down.
Have we fallen into that?
How we broke down?
Teaching a whitewashed teacher.
Y'all are more poised. Y'all are more cool, calm, and collective. So I dig that. I love y'all for that. Y'all got a lot of self-respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they call you polite, right?
No, y'all guys are cool, man. But y'all being distracted by the facts, man. Y'all, the facts is actually distracting y'all.
No, the fact is, Ben Yayakum and every so-called Dr. Jeffries and C. Clark and all of them were one way from another white man. Okay?
So where y'all got your information from?
Get a little more.
We got from the spirit.
And the sun.
Oh, you got it from the spirit.
You don't think it's spirit?
Y'all got it.
You don't think
I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you it from the spirit.
When it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, hold on. When it comes to the Hebrew Israelites, they got it from the spirit. But nobody else got the spirit but the Hebrew Israelites.
No.
They can learn how to read from the white man, and after that, they're not possessed by the white man's spirit. They're possessed by a black spirit.
We can give you a scripture. I can give you a scripture.
I do it.
Hey, you know what, man?
We gotta do it. We gonna deal with old-fashioned common sense before we do that.
We deal with common sense. We learn how to read and write English from the white man.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, and then
The white man didn't say, okay, now I'm going to teach you the Bible.
of course not.
Because you know what?
But
he wouldn't teach us this. Give me Jeremiah 14.
But you know what your spirit did, right? Your spirit turned everything black to meet your convenience because of your low will and emotions and your insecurities. Because of your insecurities about yourself,
I'm going to show you.
you couldn't let the book go. You had to turn it black.
Wait a minute. Okay, read it.
Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
Now, would the white man put that in the Bible?
No.
He gonna put
I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. You said would the white man put that in the Bible, right?
Right.
Now I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Are y'all Obama supporters here?
No, sir.
Ain't that a black man in office?
No.
Why would the white man put the black man in office?
First of all,
Why would the white man put a black man in office?
it has nothing to do with what we
Yes,
read.
you do. You ask would the white man put that verse in there to
Why would the white man? But hold on. Why would the white man? Hold on. Why would the white man? Why would the white man support the black man? Hold up now. Why would the white man? Hold up. Why would the white man? Hey, in slavery. Hey, no. Listen. In slavery, when the white man taught the slaves the Bible on Sundays, right? What did he do? Did he go to Jeremiah 14:2? No. He went to the scriptures that said, you got to listen to your master.
What's convenient for him.
Let
Exactly.
me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all telling me?
Tony is the chief among our brothers, not among the white men.
Let me ask y'all a question. Are you saying that the white man, in fear of God, would not alter the Bible, but just only read the parts that was convenient to him? Or is that what
he did? He altered the Bible by not teaching the whole Bible.
Right.
He didn't teach us the whole Bible. We had to read it for ourselves.
So you think something stopped him from taking certain things out that would make you feel better about yourself?
First of all, he
What
didn't
stopped him?
He didn't put it in there in the first place.
Right.
No,
You
what
don't
stops
trust-
him from taking it out? You don't think that
He did take it out. He took it out in the new King James version. He came in. He took it out in the American version. There's about 30 different Bibles, and that scripture is not in there,
Why are
man.
there so many versions of the
I can
Bible?
imagine that that's
Why are there so many versions of the Bible, polite? Because the white man is constantly chipping away at the truth.
No, there's so many verses of the Bible so black people cannot agree with each other about religion.
No. We all
And
these
humanity in general.
all scholars, all.
Let me ask you a question. Is there any source that you use from white people that you acknowledge is true, even though it came from white people?
There's certain things that there's certain things that confirm
As far as
or back
history.
up what the Bible says.
Now,
If the white man goes and digs
other
up,
researchers and scholars use that same premise? That they use
Another
certain
good
things
question.
that confirm, which is already
the bottom
connected
line
dots
is this.
that you can validate.
I hope you
The
answer.
bottom line is this. All these so-called black study people,
Yes.
Kemet people, They got it from the white man. They got it from the white man.
And what about y'all? That's what we talking
The
about.
only thing we got from the white man is how to read English. That's all the only thing we got.
I got
another precept.
You said, why would the white man put a black man in office? That's very simple. Those so-called white men going back to the elite banking families, the Rothschilds.
And Barack Obama ain't nothing but a super puppet. He ain't nothing but a puppet. He ain't running
He's not a
nothing.
black man?
No, he's not. He's not one of us.
All the black people. I know what he means. I know what he means by that. He is a so-called black man. He is a so-called black man.
He's a so-called black man.
I know, and according to y'all, he's a black man because his father is a black man.
But he's not one of us.
Ain't that y'all got you?
He's not one of us. He's an Israelite, though. But
Hold on, now I want to ask you a
he's a
question.
man. Hold on, let me finish.
So is he? He's African.
Listen, okay, he's a man of color. They put him in office to generate hatred for so-called blacks, to generate this race war.
I think you missed the point, though. The point was
also, why? Because all these white people are pissed off at Obama.
I understand.
They don't like him anyway. They got pissed when he was in office. With the different policies and things that he's bringing in,
Understand.
the main people complaining are who? So-called white people.
Yeah.
That Obama. They want to use the N-word, but they don't. They do. But he's put in there as a puppet to generate.
We all agree that he's
I
a puppet,
understand.
right?
But listen,
He's a puppet.
But listen to this. I think you're deferring our attention away from the original
No, but I
premise.
just wanted to answer your question.
No, that's not an answer to my question.
It is.
That's more
That's
speculation.
Hey, you know what?
Conspiracy.
You know what?
That's speculation, conspiracy. This was the point. The point was you read something in there and you asked, why would the white man leave that verse in there for black people?
Okay.
And what I said was simply this. Why would the white man allow a black man to be president?
Different reason. Because he's destroying the country anyway.
Hold on. The question is,
The same reason why the white man put Nelson Mandela in office.
Why? Tell me.
The white man put Nelson Mandela
Okay,
in
why?
office because
Why?
the blacks was going to tear South Africa down.
Okay.
Just like you
So
know.
he used it to his advantage.
Of
He
course,
put the black.
of course.
So he put the black
how is
persons in
that-
here
how-
to his advantage to
how is
make
that
you
to
feel
his-
like it's safe.
How is that to his advantage?
How is that to his
I'm gonna explain to you how it's.
I know what he's getting at. I know what he's getting at. I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying.
This is common
I know what he's saying.
sense. Common sense is never speculation.
It's speculatory.
That's an oxymoron. Common sense cannot be speculation.
Like, come on.
No, I am using the Bible. But you see, the thing is this, guys. The thing is this. We can't play around. We can't play around just
playing
reading
around.
verses.
Games at all, brother.
Before we move from verse to verse to verse and hop around, we got to try to figure out what y'all are saying, because what you're saying is, how come the white man left a specific verse in the Bible?
He left more than one verse.
I got another one.
And then the white man didn't put it in there. Do you know about King James?
But you said
Do
something.
you know about King James? That's called the King James. Do you know what color King James is?
According to y'all, he's a black homosexual.
No, he's not a
No, he's not
homosexual.
homosexual. That's a lie. No, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
The white man uses a thing called disinformation, man. Where he gives you some truth along with some
Turn everything
lies.
black, but it don't make it right, brother.
I'm gonna say, you said that a lot of people say that King James is homosexual. That was a lie that was started 25 years after his death.
Okay.
There was a man by the name of Anthony Weldon that worked in the King's Court. He wrote a book that was against the Scots. Now, King James, he was the king of the first of England,
He was a black
but he
man.
was also black man, but he was also
He's a
the king of.
Israelite?
Yes,
He was.
also the king of Scotland. He was also the king of
Well, we
Scotland.
don't go into history.
So what happened?
Dark Ages.
What happened was this guy.
What made him a Hebrew Israelite?
But we will get there. Let him finish.
Because his line goes back to the Hebrew Israelites.
What were the Crusades all
But he
about?
wasn't a Hebrew Israelite in action.
No. He was. His line went back to the Hebrew Israelites.
Okay, now I understand. Go ahead.
You know.
So now what happened was he had a man by the name of Anthony Weldon working for him in the King's Court.
Understood.
Now what happened was he wrote a book, bad-mouthing the Scots. So King James, what he did was he banished him from the court. So this guy being bitter, today they would call him a disgruntled employee.
And they do that today.
Yup, 25 years later after his death, what he did was he wrote, it was a rumor that he was a homosexual. That's where that homosexual
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
The source of that information.
Look up Anthony Weldon. Look up
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a
Where
question.
did the information of that source come from? When you look it up, who wrote that story about him? Because he didn't write it about himself.
Well, I don't know who wrote it.
Okay, no problem. So we don't have to accept that either. But this is the point. Were blacks still being enslaved during the time of King James? Yes.
Yes.
You mean over here in America?
Was King James the Obama of that day and time? How the hell was he a king as a black man? They still was enslaving black folks.
Because he was.
And then they give you the Bible.
Because he was a king. Because he was a king of England. He wasn't concerned about.
Do you know the slave trade and that Bible run concurrent?
The slave trade in the Bible.
That version of the Bible is 1611.
Yeah.
Hold on, just a question. The version of the Bible is during 1611, significant time in our slave history.
When did
slaves came in as a bulk in 1620.
There were three major slave trades.
1620. There was a few of them that came before that. But the bulk of them, the main bulk of the slaves came in 1620. All right,
1620.
And before,
and they manufactured this version conveniently enough before they brought the black folks over here.
But you got to go back to the Hebrew. Though.
I got no problem, brother, with that. But let me talk to you. We knocking Obama. And I understand.
Because Obama's not one of our people.
But let's not defer our attention to Obama, please. Let's not do that. Y'all, it's made clear you don't like your brother. Now when you like your brother, still a brother, man.
You're in the provinces, right? General Yohana. Because I called his ass up and the video is up there. I called him, right, to deal with him.
Why is he around now?
Yeah, you don't hear about him no more.
Where is he?
Yeah.
He's
running. You've been looking for him.
You know what he did?
He's running.
Well, we going to his house tomorrow. You know what he did? I called him.
See if we can find him.
I called him, right? Because we know them dudes. And this brother behind you, he knows. This brother goes back with us back there. We know them dudes personally. Nick, Yohana, we know them assholes. We used to hang out with them. I called him to ask him some questions, right? Yohana, I just wanted to ask him some questions about back in the days. Because he's up there talking about he's a righteous man. He's this. That dude did all kind of wickedness. You know what he used to do? Brothers that was in the school, and this brother can attest to it. He had brothers on oil tables working, and had them in the cold. Starving. Yeah, blackwash. This dude would tell brothers, look, brother, give me your rent money. I'm going to pay my rent. Have faith, brother. He was doing all that type of stuff.
He didn't have. And we can tell you.
Hold on, let me tell you the video. When I saw this video, I was cracking up, right?
You're going to waste your time.
You're going to waste your time, because he ain't going to deal with you. All he does is this. Look, I ain't got him. Fuck your ass, nigga. Get this nigga out of here. He ain't going to do that. Am I right?
When I saw this video, I was cracking up. General Yohana sent his crew over here to y'all on video. And you were saying, man, get the hell out of here. You tell him to come over here. We ain't going over there. They came to get you. Go over there. I was watching that video.
Like he's sitting on a damn throne, man.
Yeah. They came to get you in the van, right? Right. You saw it. They sent the dude that you go to debate with. They sent him over here to get him.
He's sitting on the throne up there. We don't know where he's at now.
So get the hell out of here. You tell him
what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to jump in the van and head out.
Yeah. He's waiting for my let's get to that scripture.
Verse 18 to what?
Verses 18, 19. We might want to go to 17. Start from 17. 2 Kings chapter 17.
All right, 2 Kings 17
and can you hold Deuteronomy 23:7? So I can show you.
Sure, of course.
Why I need to talk about these two.
Go ahead.
I need to understand. I want understanding from y'all. That's what I want.
All right,
here we go.
2 Kings 17:17. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. Verse 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only. Verse 19. Also Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their power or their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. Verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. Verse 21. For he rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, and made them sin a great sin.
Now that's good. Now I want to go to Deuteronomy 23:7.
Okay.
And now right there what we read, and y'all have the time to build with me, because I'm looking for understanding.
Okay.
What we read there, unless I'm wrong, the Lord got rid of at least 11 of those tribes first. And then in turn got rid of all the tribes. Sounded he wiped out Israel completely. If I'm wrong, you correct me. But right there,
we're going to correct you. We're going to give
okay, so right there it says that the Lord got rid of all tribes but Judah.
You notice he gave them over the spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Who are the spoilers? When you go into the history, all right, the spoilers were the Assyrians that enslaved him. To get the understanding, you got to go to the first verse, King Hoshea.
Okay, before we go there.
Okay, no, we don't have to deal with y'all. Okay, go ahead.
Grown men. We ain't got to go like that. Deuteronomy 23:7.
Deuteronomy 23:7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother.
And And the Edomite's supposed to be the white man, right? Okay. So don't abhor the Edomite or don't abhor the white man. The white man is your brother.
Right. You got to understand the word abhor. Abhor is when you with your woman and she's on a period, you abhor her. Okay. In other words, in Israel, back in the ancient world, a man had 2 houses. When your woman was on her period, she couldn't touch you. So when you look that word up, it doesn't mean hate, or it would say hate. Abhor means to make abominable. When a woman is on her period, all right, that means she's abominable for 7 days. Am I right?
Now, what is abominable?
About meaning filthy.
Unclean.
When she's on her monthly,
so the woman is considered filthy at that time.
No, unclean.
Unclean.
I'm trying to make sure.
Because her body is purging. When a woman has a moon cycle, that's her body purging out all the toxins, impurities. That's why she bleeds. That all comes out in the blood. So that's why,
I just want to understand what you meant.
At 7, because 7 is completion.
Understood.
Okay,
no problem.
all right.
Now, go ahead. I just want to make sure the white man was identified.
No, she can't.
So how much wives can that man should have?
More than one. Yes, we did. I think so. I think so.
Upon the God. Get the God.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Come on, man. I want to stay here. That's confusing.
Ask you a question. After that, then why the Lord God, before he populated the earth, why did he only make 1 man for Adam,
That's
1
not true.
woman for Adam, and he didn't make 2 wives? Because she was a people.
There was more than one Adam. Adam is a
Genesis the 5th chapter.
I'm talking about the 1 man. Don't worry with the name.
There was no 1 man. It was a generic term.
No, listen to me when I ask you a question.
She don't know. You know she don't know.
I know.
To understand the Bible, you have to know the Hebrew.
I know it.
Where does the word Adam come from?
I'm saying, I don't want to go into that part of the history.
No, we gotta go there.
No, I'm asking a question. Answer me. You don't even answer my question.
You say you know Hebrew.
I'm just trying to get up
I want to answer my question, then I'm going to go further.
Go ahead. Come with your question.
I'm asking you, don't choke me. I have to answer my question. I said, when God made this world, he made everything in this world, male and female.
That's total. Is that not
No, we're talking about Jew and Gentile. What the man of God? We're talking about things. Ask him before I get there.
You said God said he made male and female.
No, I don't want to go there because we can get a quick.
She don't want to let me answer.
Come on, get it.
Don't
get it.
Give it a right answer.
You're not going to get the answer. You know you're going to get the right answer.
Male and we got
She don't want to let me
male
answer the question.
and a female heart, a male sheep and a female sheep. So therefore,
Are you telling me that a man can't have more than 1 woman? Are you telling me a man can't have more than 1 woman? Are you telling me a man? Hold on.
No, let him answer.
No, I'm answering. I'm jumping in.
I want you to answer. What would the old man want to do? I want a young blood.
You gotta do it, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Go ahead. She's right on that. You're right on that. That was a spirit. That was a spirit. She said, I'm returning, man. A priest was in the priest.
No.
25 years.
Then you will answer. Let me answer. The man is a bitch. Let the man see that, boy.
She trying to run things, man. What is saying this thing, man? A woman shall rule. They get a woman shall rule over
Come on, let me hear.
She's trying to run the thing.
Let me
That's the
hear.
spirit of Satan right there. I'm telling you right now.
No,
You can't run the show.
No, I ain't running the show. Question.
She don't want to let me answer.
Go ahead and ask the question.
Go ahead. You said male and female. The word male and female, is that plural or singular?
I hear y'all talking something.
Male or female? Is that plural or singular?
Singular man, plural man.
You're wrong.
The Lord made more female females.
Is that not a plural statement?
Male and female.
Let me hear what you said.
That means they're more.
What you said,
That means it's more than one person.
So it's more than one person. It's no, leave the man and let him talk to me. You don't know you could confront me. You want to jump in.
We're not trying to confront you.
Yes,
Listen to the scripture. Listen to the scripture. He's going to answer you in the scripture. No, just listen.
Genesis 5 and 1.
Genesis, the word congregation.
If he can't answer,
What does the word
I'm answering your question.
let him
What does the word
I'm not
congregation?
answering her
Let
question.
him man, why you jumping like that?
All right. Just listen. You don't have to go. Just listen.
I ain't got to go
Oh, you're getting everything right now.
Let us go. Let us all go.
Let us all
Let's
go.
go further.
Leave the two of them answer.
Okay, calm down, man.
They're safe.
We got you. Calm down. See you. I'm about to be controlled by you. Now we got it right here, bro. I got it right here. Genesis the 5th chapter. Now listen.
Just read it.
You can't listen if you're talking. What is your question? What is your question? What is your question? She playing games. Ignore this woman. Let's go back.
Let's go back to this.
Ignore this woman, man. Ignore her.
Let's go back to you. But let's go back to our brother. This is edifying.
Say no want the truth to come out, man.
Every time this verse get read, for some reason,
You see?
I wanted to get red, man. I said it was everything's spiritual, man.
When Paul spoke, riots broke out. When the Apostle Paul spoke, riots broke out. Let's go back over here, man.
oh man,
I asking a question.
Let's go back over here.
We don't care about you and your question. Get lost, man.
And then we'll go on.
y'all ain't no Jews, man.
I become a bad.
That's all right. Leave it alone.
Y'all ain't no Jews,
Leave it alone. We dealing with
Y'all ain't no Jews.
Leave it alone.
Who are them kids?
Show me where Jews is in the Bible.
Who's about to convert these guys? That's going on, man.
Let's ignore them.
Y'all ain't no Jews.
Ignore them dudes, man.
Show me in the Bible.
Right, deal over here. Try to deal over here. Right, just deal over here. Deal over here. No, leave that up there. We dealing.
That's not Deuteronomy.
Show me in the Bible where it says we are Jews.
Them dudes are gone. Let's go right here. Don't let
White man created Judaism, man.
Hey, but like the spirit, the Satan don't want you to get this, man.
Judaism and Hebrew is like two different things, brother.
You're right.
But light might be embedded in the lust. Because every time it's time for him to get it, something happens. Right? I see something, man.
Deuteronomy 23 and 7.
All right, so now we into
That might be.
Hey, brother, that's the
Go ahead, let's get back into this, man.
Deuteronomy 23 and 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
Keep reading.
It says, the children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in the third generation.
Now, I'm going to ask you again. Now, we're going to... Now, according to this,
Ignore her, man.
it says that we should now abhor the Edomite, which is the white man, for he is our brother.
It's not the white man.
Oh, y'all don't teach that.
No. When you go into the Hebrew, the word there is a rump, not other one.
Well, you know what? This is the problem, because the other Israelite group...
Because they don't go deep.
They don't know. They don't go deep.
When you go into the Hebrew, the word there is a rump. All right? The word there is not other woman. Other woman is a white man.
That's why I said I walk with y'all to find out what's y'all disposition. Now, we're going to go further, and we're going to ask if you could read Deuteronomy 23, 7 to 8 one more time, just so we can hear what's going on here.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
Oh, right there. Now, right there it says not to abhor the Egyptian.
Because y'all was a stranger in his land.
Right.
Which means we allowed y'all to come into our house. We fed
You was there too.
Say, wait, I'm talking about the Egyptians.
You ain't an Egyptian, though.
No, I'm not an Egyptian. That's what I'm saying.
Let's go to the next verse. Let's go to the next verse.
I'm sorry.
The next verse is more important though. Now let's go.
It says, the children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in the third generation.
Say that one more time as loud as you can because it's system.
The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in their third generation.
Now, are they talking about the Egyptians' children being brought into God's congregation?
When Israel left out of Egypt, you know it tells you about a mixed multitude. There were Africans that went with us through the Red Sea and mixed among us. That's why that's in there.
So do we love or we hate the Africans?
They're our enemies.
Now I'm gonna ask you again because it says here that the offspring of the Egyptians, it says the offspring of the Egyptians went into the God's congregation. Now when I ask them to read 2 Kings 17 verses 18 and 19, the Lord eradicated, got rid of, or didn't embrace, omitted, pushed them off, disregarded Israel for whatever reason. But now when we go over here, he says not only to not abhor the Egyptians, he also says in the second and third generation, it's going to be embraced and brought into God's congregation. So here I see Israel being pushed down and pacified by God. And then I see the Egyptians being embraced by God, saying this is going to be my congregation. So what I don't understand is why are we hating the Africans? Why y'all hate the Egyptians? Because God said himself that the second and third generation is going to become part of his congregation. He got rid of Israel and he said I'm going to embrace the Egyptian offspring.
Ultimately, when you read about King David's one of his friends was a Canaanite king, an African king. He had friends among the other nations. Ultimately, what's going to ultimately happen? Before you go to that, brother, get me, you can get it, Isaiah 45 and 13.
Oh yeah, going right there. Isaiah 45 and 13. Listen to the scripture. Isaiah 45.
Listen up.
Isaiah 45 and 13.
That's all.
I have raised him up in righteousness.
Remember, King Solomon had married an Egyptian woman. All right. King Solomon, the one that built his temple and his the temple of the Lord and his house, was a man by the name of Hiram. The Masons call him Hiram Abib. He was a Canaanite, a so-called African, right? So at one time, we got along with that, but not now. Go ahead.
Isaiah 45 and 13. I have raised him up in righteousness.
Go ahead.
And I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives.
What are you reading now?
Isaiah 45 and 13.
Go ahead.
And not for price nor reward, saith the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia,
Cushites,
and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee. It's all spiritual.
I don't want this knowledge coming out.
Exactly. They shall come after thee in chains.
They're going to be chained up. The Africans are going to be chained up. That's why you don't want to be an African, man.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And you're not an African.
You're not an Israelite.
Everybody that's darker than themselves. So, come on, let's be for real, man. Everybody went through a state of slavery. More especially, you think that white man making a distinction amongst you and the African? Nope.
Yes,
of course he did.
Why are we sharing an oppression?
But you know what? Because he made a deal with the Africans to get us to come in to make us slaves, man.
And so there's some Negroes over here for entertainment.
There were sellouts.
That's why.
So there's sellouts on both sides. So why we gotta hate the Africans?
Because the scripture
Because they're not.
Because the scripture says they hate
once the kingdom is established, we're gonna be over them.
So
we're gonna set them up in their land, but we're gonna be over there. Right. And they're gonna have to worship our God.
Right.
That's Zechariah 14.
That's how it goes down.
Did God make a mistake when he embraced the Egyptians?
No. He didn't embrace
Did
it.
God nullify the claim and now today he don't embrace it?
He didn't embrace all the Egyptians.
Of course. He can do the most I can do that.
Do whatever he wants.
The most I can do that. I'm gonna give you the story.
And that's what we call God games.
Right, he has his games. He has his games.
He does play God.
And even Sergeant Harvin said, he said, we play our games and God plays
But can I say
games.
something to you?
So I don't need a God that's gonna play games.
No, but I'm gonna
I
answer
got
your
other
question.
things to do.
I'm gonna answer your question. In all reality,
Oh, yes it is.
Can I bring some perspective to it though?
Yeah.
In all reality, it's not even a game.
Understand.
God never really embraced the Egyptians. He punished the Israelites.
He never embraced them, but he says that he's gonna take in their congregation.
Like the brother
The second and third generation come over.